slot your way through, Newton? I would have suggested the stealthy approach, but I'm also deathly allergic to homicidal cultists.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? I'm charmed my name was among the first to populate your thoughts when attempting to work this problem. I have some Protectorate contacts, and I might be willing to lean my elbow on the scales in your favor, but not until after I've acquired my sample.
Welcome back, Agent. I trust. In what manner can I assist you? Impossible, I'm afraid. The Protectorate is rather well entrenched at present, and nothing short of an all-out siege is likely to dislodge them. If you're determined, I recommend consulting with the presiding bishop on the matter. She can tell you more.
Disruptive influences.
You are the...
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Preserve set Grey gone astray.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our prudence dictates.
He's a fellow sub feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel invasion.
You are the...
Prudence dictates
Our enemies and...
Prudence dictates
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Grey gone astray.
Remember, the console. Prudence dictates.
He's a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal, feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates.
You are the...
Prudence dictates.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Prudence dictates.
Preserve set Grey gone astray.
Remember, the console provides system of a prudence dictates.
He's a fellow sub feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates.
You are the raw material for perfection.
Prudence dictates.
Our enemies and...
Prudence dictates.
Preserve set Grey gone astray. Look a stage there.
Remember, the console. Prudence dictates.
He's a fellow distracted.
Terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. The rumor is somebody died. Huh? Was it me? Feels like it was.
Questions on addiction.
Worthless bodies.
Our enemies prudence dictates preserve sets up Grey gone astray.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the console.
Feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel
You are the our enemies
Prudence dictates.
preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Grey gone astray.
Remember, the console.
Lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates.
Our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of community.
The console provides, the system abides.
Is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the low
Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates.
Grey gone astray. Book a stay today. Are you mentally?
The console.
Is a fellow sub feeling distracted? Still dreaming on the job?
Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its...
Grey gone astray.
The console. Prudence dictates. We rout all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have. And defend the prudence dictates.
Grey gone astray.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our... The console.
Is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates.
That progress. Sustain the system.
This unit advises reducing noise output to avoid detection.
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work.
Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates.
Our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of community.
Prudence dictates.
Grey gone astray.
The console provides. The system abides.
Is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the low.
Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates. The console.
Rival. Eliminate.
The console provides a system of
This lift is going nowhere fast. This area's been picked clean.
Improvised electrical wiring detected. Hypothesizing.
Stop
Following the wiring
talking.
may lead to the individual responsible for scavenging these premises.
Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates. Our enemies prudence dictates. We reject individualism.
Grey gone astray.
The console. Prudence dictates. We rout all disruptive influences.
A fellow sub.
Prudence dictates.
You are the.
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have. And prudence dictates.
Grey gone astray.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our the console.
Is a fellow sub feeling distracted?
Prudence dictates. We
Like
repel
us.
invasive element. Prudence dictates. Prudence dictates.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Grey gone astray.
The console. Prudence dictates.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned.
Prudence dictates. Prudence. Enemy spotted.
Emergency protocols. Dispensing life-preserving medicine.
No sign of
Fellow sub feeling distracted. Daydreaming on
you cannot improve perfection. Targeting failure.
Cherish all we have. Prudence dictates.
Greg on a
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of the console.
Is a fellow sub feeling distracted?
Prudence dictates.
Rival. Eliminate.
Prudence dictates.
Your change!
Your Valerie unit requires a service.
The console provides
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
prudence dictates.
What are they up to?
All material for perfection. From the low
His gaze sees all. Recommencing hostility.
Prudence dictates. We reject individualism.
Greg on a
Ready!
We route all disruptive
Better than overtime!
Contact reestablished.
Serving!
This unit patiently awaits repair.
Non-compete!
In sight.
preserve set progress.
Hurt like me!
Greg on
Wrong place to live.
Let us
Your change!
for their
For Gary!
prosperity. Disdain our sense of community.
Prudence dictates.
Greg on a
Remember, the console provides, the system
Where's
provides.
our
fellow
boss?
Dictate.
You are the raw material for perfection.
I'm alive.
From the
Who needs to die?
Worthless
preserve
bodies.
set
His gaze sees all.
Book a stay today.
The console.
Is a fellow sub feeling distracted?
Remain vigilant.
Daydreaming on the job?
Prudence dictates.
Our enemies
Get the splash!
Greg on a
The console. Prudence dictates. We route all disruptive influences.
is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates.
You are the
Stop talking!
We cherish all we have. And prudence dictates.
Greg on a
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of the console.
fellow sub feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Charging Mowgli. Into the frame.
Are the raw material for perfection.
Who needs to die?
Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its.
Preserve set
Remember, the console provides, the system abides.
is a fellow sub.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive elements.
Hurt like us.
We reject individualism in all its.
Greg on a
The console provides, the system abides.
Maintaining your battlefield.
system abides. Prudence dictates.
For Gary!
Confronting threat.
Invasive elements. Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its Prudence dictates we reject individualism.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
The console.
For Andy! All will pay!
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its
Preserve set.
Remember, the console provides, the system abides.
Is a fellow.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are our enemies.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its The console provides the system. Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its Remember, the console provides the system of
Better than overtime!
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Dispensing life-preserving medicine.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its The console provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates.
Feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its
Sorta peculiar. Gonna make me want
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in provides, the system abides.
Hazard benefits!
Feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates
This is the
we
answer.
repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its
Preserve set.
Remember, the console provides, the system abides.
Is a fellow.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are our enemies.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its
Greg on us.
The console provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates.
Feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its Remember, the console provides, the system abides.
Is a fellow.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are our enemies.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its
Greg on us.
The console provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates.
Feeling distracted.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates.
Your change! Hurt like me! Where's our boss?
Can't do it! They're too far!
Better than overtime! Non-compete! Get the sprats! For Andy!
abides. Prudence dictates. Invasive elements. Prudence dictates. We reject individualism. Remember, council provides the system abides. Prudence dictates. We repel invasive elements.
You are the power of
Reject individualism in all its the council provides the abides. Prudence dictates. Invasive elements. Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its many forms.
Preserve set.
Remember, the console provides, the system abides. We repel invasive elements.
Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript. So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out. Who can say, really? One day, you're impressing your colleagues by deftly fulfilling your manifold duties in the key role of auxiliary dabbler. The next, they're gone. Technically, the rank is auxiliary dabbler third rate. It's a role of no small import. If the primary dabbler is shot or captured, I'd be sent in to, well, generalize. Involves fetching, keeping comestibles at the appropriate temperature, and shut up, don't touch anything, and stay the void out of my way. Skills that serve me well here. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance. You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession. This place was built by the Order. Nowadays, it's held by the Protectorate. Figure I can bust things around here to my heart's content and likely be doing my duty. I could be convinced to part with the lift control board parts if you'll do me a favor. I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few spracked corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade. Finally, give it here.
Warning. Consuming raw animals may result in digestive distress.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days. Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face. I do so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved. For, company.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals, coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Engaging Aesthetics Appreciation Protocol. Ooh. Ah. What a visually pleasing facility and/or outdoor space.
Book a stay today. Are you mentally...
Remember, prudence dictates.
Subject lacking zeal for their assignment. Our enemies and preserve sent Greg on a
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies and preserve sent Greg on a stray.
Remember, prudence dictates.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work?
Prudence dictates.
This lift shouldn't be operational. Lower forces, what's your status? I don't know. Some joker down there. Sending a crew of reinforcements to investigate. Miscellaneous reinforcements? Attack!
Potential combatants in the vicinity.
Odd.
Prudence dictates. We reject individualism in all its. Remember.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the system.
Prudence dictates. We repel invasive elements.
You are the
Rival.
Calcaduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
Oh, what was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. No need to report me for mental refreshment. Simply a biological maladjustment. Should pass with time. One hopes. Wait, you're one of those from outside, aren't you? Good show, pretending to be an arbiter. Certainly got my attention. Assessor Torbert Ostergaard of the Protectorate. I have been here since we seized the facility from Auntie's choice. Well, not this room specifically, but I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Caduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator. It will no doubt earn me mental refreshment, perhaps worse. But this way, I retain some measure of hope. All right. I am providing you the Caduceus. Don't shoot! Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly. Ah!
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its... The console provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its... The console provides...
Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
It would appear the archive is experiencing an error.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan, a charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them. Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators. Well, if you're going to stand around whining, forever, so best get started. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. the sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are our enemies.
Prudence dictates we reject individual.
For Gary! Insides out! All will pay! Where's our boss?
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Him? Murder? Murder's more fun with an accomplice!
Emergency protocols ready.
Bleed! For Andy!
Emergency protocols primed.
Serving!
All rightly appreciate our purpose.
Like me!
Found.
Get the scraps!
Resuming. Quarry.
Fall apart!
A vital cause.
Non-compete!
Target. Read.
Your change! Bleed!
Contact.
Bleed!
Resuming hostilities.
Non-compete! For Gary! Better than overtime!
Reclassifying friendly fire as unfriendly.
For Andy!
This unit is in need of
Resuming
assistance.
hostilities.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Honing in on source. Continuing investigation. Continuing investigation. The console. Search failed. Source unclear. Focusing sensors.
Get the scraps!
better than overtime. Initiating perlustration.
Standing by with life support.
Hazard benefits. Seeking to determine origin. This our boss. Hostile. Detect.
A lot.
Providing a host of health benefits.
All will pay. Contact reestablished. Sensor range. Target focusing. Reacquired. For Eddie. Lost.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Get the sprats!
Weapon crime!
Who's pain? For Gary! For Eddie! Processing anomalous engaging.
Unspeakable things I'm about to do!
Disruptive in bleed! Determine origin and/or cause.
Better take the open. That wasn't intentional.
Hazard benefits! For Andy! For Gary! All will pay!
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
We in the Order love to speak of the grand plan of ordered complexity. Where all things have a reason for existing, a purpose to fill. But what purpose is served by hundreds dying senselessly in the cold? The longer this interminable war drags on, the more convinced I become of the universe's dispassionate variability. We must reconcile with this reality, and if we cannot, then perhaps it is time we evolve a new philosophy altogether. It's certainly worth bringing up with the presiding bishop upon my return.
Stop talking. Welcome back, Agent. In what manner can I assist you? Oh, look at me, as giddy as a first-year novice. All right, let's listen. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair? Nonsense. Scientism has been proven empirically sound under all lab conditions. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings. Any familiarity with the sunk cost fallacy? Please understand, what's been recorded here borders on heretical. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will. Right then. No point in dithering about. Thank you for your assistance in this, delicate matter. I'll ensure the contents of these logs never pollute the minds of good scholars for all our sakes. I believe I promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually. What other stray inquiries occupy your mind? Don't we all? Nothing beyond what I already included in my 165-page summary of the incident. Why do you ask? I don't make a habit of speaking for the dead, but I will say this. Landon Wiley was afflicted by that which strickens all scholars, the desire to effect change, to advance the plan at any cost. Were his methods wrong? Unequivocally. Should he have come to me with his concerns? Undeniably. But was his conclusion categorically sound? That remains debatable. Generally, yes. Although it's important to remember that unexpected outcomes can still arise from failed experiments. But let's move on to other topics, please. All this fractious talk is giving me a stomachache and... Oh, I just got rid of the last one. Oh, everything. My word, you should have seen the... And what a history. It was given to us by the matriarch. Cloister has two things in abundance. Ice and geothermal power. But who's to say it... Do you think it mere coincidence the Order was ready to quit? Welcome back. In what manner can I assist you? Welcome. In what manner can I assist? Oh, yes, I'm aware. Better to know the spy in our midst than receive a replacement more capable of evading notice. Besides, Miss Doyle's harmless, and she serves the best convictions at the parlor, bar none. Did she express that as her intention? You should do as she asks. Get her that sample. This is an unparalleled opportunity to see the shape of Sub Rosa's web. We only need plant the right fly. After collecting the sample, mix it with this liquid tracer. It'll make the drug functionally inert and allow us to track it wherever it shows up next. Not as such. Not at the moment. However, let me put it this way. Any potential for interference above null is worth keeping an eye on. I did not become the Oracle Laureate by getting caught with my pencil down. Here, take this key. It will grant you access to water reconditioning, which you can find on the eastern side of the garden. You will also need this passcode for the terminal inside.
You're back. Any luck with the sample? No need to wait for permission. Ask them. I was assigned to the Order as a girl, but never really found my footing there. Too unfocused, they said. Then the schism happened, and everything went topsy-turvy. If I had to theorize, Sub Rosa must have seen me as their in to the Order. And through them, I saw an eventual way out. My left pinky feels a little tingly. All jesting aside, no. I learned it's best not to...
Can't afford.
I hope you have good news for me. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised. You did sharpen my pencil, so I suppose sharpening yours is only fair. I'll put in a word with my associates to pass along to whatever Protectorate forces are on site to expect you. It's no guarantee, but at least they won't fire upon you on site. In exchange for my help, however, I want you to bring the data back here so that I can make a copy of it. Before you hand it over to the Order, to be clear. Do we have an accord? You've no doubt heard the phrase, knowledge is power. Sub Rosa benefits from all the knowledge it can acquire. We do work well together, don't we? Return here when you have the data. I'll be waiting.
Welcome back, Agent. In what manner can I assist you? And how did she receive it? Indeed you are. A specimen of superb subterfuge. Pity the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection was shut down years ago. You'd have been a natural candidate. You made the right choice cooperating with the Order in this matter. Please accept this primer. It's a concoction of my own design. I foresee it being of great value to you.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Rival. Eliminate. Better than overtime!
Requisite metal. Replenishing my firearm.
That's out of the ordinary. Anyhow, their advance has been broken.
Hurt. Like us.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler.
One protectorate camp expunged from existence. 2 to go.
Worthless bodies.
Huh?
Gotcha!
Sharp enough. And that's 2 cans cleared, Commander.
lifeless bodies.
Sustain the system.
Raring to go.
Quarry found.
For Gary! Better than overtime!
Back in. I love it.
For Andy!
Attack me, you attack my...
Where's our boss?
I need reviving.
Paradigm
I
predicted.
need
Quarry found.
revenge.
All obey!
I may be just a gear, yet my team...
I earned benefits!
Listening to cover.
Loading.
Hey,
No sign
get me
of the scam.
go-getting again.
Hurt.
I'm alive.
Like
Who needs to
us.
Make plain your intentions. Also, I will not hesitate to raise the alarm. Forever vigilant.
We should be able to reconnect their supply lines now, and we can get paid.
Any news from the field? Any further progress? Well, excellent. Good show. I'll rest a bit easier tonight. Not as blissfully oblivious to our struggles as others here, mind you, but better. Anyhow, here's your reward. Pleasure doing business with you. Gray gone astray? Book a stay today.
Talking.
Are you mentally refreshed?
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Rival.
The paradigm
Eliminate.
requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and reduces the mind.
Hurt like us.
Got my lamps on a hospital.
Possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Crater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by head refresher.
Rival.
The top
Eliminate.
cognitive advisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Stop talking.
All chuck.
Apart.
Thinking never made anybody.
Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not. Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental Come in, come right in, and be refreshed. It's the law.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Entertainment stymies untoward inclinations and reduces the mind.
into a thing of symmetry.
The console provides, the system abides.
Mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy. Contented, and others are not.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to braid your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
You'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts, hello, contentment.
Now that was a nice tap on the old brain pan.
By Head Refresher Gould. The top... Deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Worthless bodies.
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, refreshed to be.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
Unsanctioned thoughts are strictly prohibited. Goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
Prey to imperfect thoughts? Go now.
My never more content.
Worthless bodies.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
I think a few bulbs burned out and this one's upstairs. Play along. We should be able to get past.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Sustain the system.
Head Refresher Gould says mental refreshment increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. I've undergone the procedure myself. Several times, they say, and look at me now. Never more content.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many...
Placid Waters Wellnetarium is the primary mental refreshment facility on Praetor. We are tasked with ensuring local subjects are serene, untroubled, and operating at peak efficacy.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on...
Right as rain, neighbor. Right as rain. And soon you'll be just like me. Oh, I hadn't noticed you sauntering. But of course I will readily admit you. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phreноmetric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities. Yes, as it is an unthinking automaton capable of mindlessly parroting pre-programmed responses. None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief fleeting questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
And no bliss and plenty.
Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
The advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented.
Greetings, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Welditarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnitarium here on Prater is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive deviser responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
Every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Incorrect. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential. Unthink today. Unthink tomorrow.
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful Protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed 1 floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Your realignment with the paradigm begins
You'll
now.
feel ever so much better once your phrenometric is liberated.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation,
gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
The system abides.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Praetor is unique.
It is personally
Enemy in evisceration range.
Gould, the top cognitive devisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more
Grass ready if you need a house call.
Disruptive influences.
Serving!
My irregularities have all been braided.
I wonder what it says about us that we got mistaken for patients.
Never more content, never more content.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for
Stop
today.
talking.
Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say,
their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is perfect. Our pitch ball is well conveyed.
Each a vital cog. Each a vital cog.
Gives us purpose. The Consul is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect. And thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
A lot of meaningless blather. Standard Protectorate fare.
Vital cog. Each a vital cog.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are... Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
The mental refreshment process increases
You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement auto. I see you found the lecture as edifying as all. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steep upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility. You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privileged priority areas. You'll feel ever so much better.
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they? Mental refreshment really cleans out your common sense. Like an enema for your gray matter.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium, here on Prater.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
Overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing.
You've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
Material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm
Arrival. Eliminate.
mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stifles untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty.
Ooh, an enemy.
Mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Shred them apart.
We route all disruptive influences.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler,
Refreshment
the
facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid.
will provide, the system abides.
Hurt like us.
Advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
We reject individualism in all its many forms.
Worthless bodies.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Then for mental refreshment post-haste, it's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every protector and subject to ensure they are operating at peak
Worthless
efficiency
bodies.
at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stifles toward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Rival. Eliminate.
The console provides the system abides.
Only the protector possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy, and others are not.
Hello? Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of...
Survive together.
Wait. I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive. Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions. Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer! Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended. Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and others are not.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
And you, my friend, are mildly intoxicated and highly open to suggestion. In other words, vulnerable.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. My, can't believe I'm falling for that, as it may be the most unconvincing display of fealty I've ever seen. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly, speak plainly. You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies? Those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation. What say you of them? A clear example of a life to avoid, yes? That's what happens when you get big ideas. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? Their manipulations are crude, if not efficacious. The sugar-filled rubbish they consider food sounds truly disgusting. And yet I do lightly crave it after hearing their adverts. But to what end? For only the shallowest of goals, making bits. We, on the other hand, have transcended the petty exchange of goods and services. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. As it is right now, repelling faulty logic and wrong-headed thinking with gusto. No, the refreshment process isn't about thwarting examination, but obviating fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's about making people happy. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself? Her opinion to me would be largely irrelevant. While I appreciate all she did, of course. All right, fair enough. In that little battle of... I am deeply disappointed by your lack of intellectual prowess. Guards, we have an intruder!
Worthless bodies.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. Why, I'm his attendant, of course. I have seen to the Sovereign's personal needs since he was a mere, but of course vibrant and robust, infant. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment.
Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous. The Consul and all the vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be. Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.